What's up, guys? Waiting for a few more people, I guess. You guys hear and see me fine? Truck guy? He's here. Who else is all here? 2 people. Can you guys hear me fine? Yes? No? My first time live, so I don't know how this works, but we're learning. Perfect. Thanks, truck guy. 3, 4 people. What are you guys up to? We got 5 now. 5 people here. Nice. Just relaxing. Sundays, of course. Ready? If I mispronounce your name, sorry, I'm horrible with names. How do I get started in the dump truck business? Depends where you are right now. You got your license? Yes, no, but schooling, that's where I did it. I knew a couple of guys in dump truck. No, best bet is get your CDL, get your driver license, go find a local school around you, and go from there. And they'll give you more information, and you can go from start off there, right? So that's the best way to do it. What else we got? Hauling blasted rock east Thunder Bay. I take that. Was it Jay? Hauling blasted rock east of Thunder Bay the past few months. Nice. No. You're an auto mechanic, so you got an advantage there. That's one of my backgrounds too. I did a little bit of mechanic work in the background, so being able to fix your own truck and everything, that's going to save you huge money. A lot of money. Like that's what I used to do. I used to when I had my own dump truck, whatever I could, I used to fix it right on the spot myself. So that's a huge advantage. Like everybody knows, one of your biggest cost is fuel, maintenance, all that stuff. So a couple more people joined. What's up, guys? How do they class license in Canada? Because in the US it's a class A and class B. Pretty much the same thing. Class A is a semi truck, a tractor trailer. D is a straight truck, and they just go by weight. And then the Z endorsement, which is a DZ, is what I got, is the air brakes course. So they go by that. Do you recommend buying a truck? Buying a truck or driving for a company? If you're first starting off, drive for somebody else. That way you get the in and out. You get to meet people and see the people in the industry, right? So I think it's a better way. Brent Taco, yo, what's up? What's good? Hey, what's up? But yeah, like I said, if you could drive for a little bit, it gives you the experience, gets to meet, lets you meet people. So I got people upstairs. But yeah, like I said, it gets you get to meet people, get to find out what the truck's like and what your cost is, right? So definitely, if you could drive for somebody for a few years and then buy your own truck, but way better option. Thanks. I watched all your videos. Your editing is amazing. I'm just a truck driver. I'm new to all this editing thing, even this live stuff. First time on live, so okay. Thanks, brother. No problem. Like I said, any questions later on down the road you guys have, just ask. No problems answering. Yeah, best I could. I don't know everything, but the best I could. Like I said, I've been in both. I've done the owner operator for a couple of years, and then I went over to driving. So it's not easy, owner operator. It's a lot of work. Takes a That's for sure. I feel like I'm repeating myself. What else is there? Well, 11 people now. How much can you make as an owner operator? I'll be honest with you. I was making roughly between 12 to 15,000 a month when I was doing it my own. That's not including, like, that's total at the end of the day. That's not including your fuel at the end of the month. That's not including your insurance and everything like that. So like, you make a little bit more as an owner operator than you do as a driver. So how often should your oil be changed in the truck in its running first and third shift? Hey, what's up from Alberta? How often should oil be changed in the truck and is running first and third shifts? What do you mean by that, Donald? What do you mean by how often? I currently drive a 10-speed dump truck, but I hate the down when it's rain. I had to really learn how to manage my money. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, that's the thing. I've been off for since Christmas. I've been done work, so hopefully now the weather's getting better. This week there was no videos because we had this crazy ice storm that happened, so it was pretty crazy, and I didn't get a chance to work this week. Didn't get a chance to film. I'll go back to work tomorrow. I got a message just a couple hours ago asking if I want to drive, so I'm going back to work tomorrow. So that's gonna be awesome. But that's the thing. Like, you got to take it. The rain days, the off time. It's You got to manage for that, right? So did you do your own taxes? Pay someone? I just paid an accountant. I had an accountant hired, and they just did it for me. I did it quarterly, I believe it was. If you had to start over being an owner operator, if you had to start over being an owner operator, I would. Maybe not right now. It's hard to say as an owner operator. Uh, that's the thing. You buy a brand new truck, you got huge payments. You buy a used truck, you got huge maintenance bills, right? So it's a toss up there. But if I could go directly with Dufferin or Lafarge that were here, I probably would. If I know I'm steady. How much could you make working for a company? How much could you make for a company? That varies. As a experienced driver, I'd say around 4,500 a week, 4,500 a month, and around 5,000 around there, depending the hours you work, right? Rain days and stuff like that. So it's good money in it. What makes a model of the truck would you get? What make a model of the truck? I had this question on one of my other videos. It would come down to the engine. I've had a lot of experiences with the Cat C15 engines. That was in my personal truck when I had my truck. I'd definitely go with the Cat C15 engine. They are a pig on fuel, but it's a strong engine. We also don't work when it's really windy, also because we don't want the bed to tip over. I agree with you. where you work, like with us on rainy days, we haul gravel back to our. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. There's no actual work from what's called Aurelia up in Aurelia, an hour, 2 hour drive. I bring we do on rain days. It's an early day. We only work 8 hours then, but normally it's 10 to 12 hour days for me if I'm working with a different job. What else we got here? Video rookie. I used to do Super B belly dump triaxle dump truck going back to TA doing asphalt and the season opens here. Nice, yeah. I've done very little asphalt. I've done a lot of grinding. We work with Miller here, and I've done a lot of grinding, but very little asphalt. I try to avoid asphalt stuff. It gets too messy sometimes and ruins the inside of the box and whatnot. I never own a dump truck. Too much money to run a truck. Nice to hang the keys up and go home. I'd never want to own a truck. Yeah, I agree with you. That's the way I look at it. I got no headaches. I don't have no worries. I don't have to worry about the truck breaking down. With me, I had just a single truck, and it was just me driving. If I do it again, I'd probably buy 2, 3 trucks. That way, at least one or 2 trucks are always on the road with me. When my truck was broken down or down, I had to pay the mechanic, and I'd lose that day's pay. Within a day, it's around $1,000 a day running a dump truck, roughly. And I'd lose that day's pay plus whatever the mechanic wanted. So having 2, 3 trucks backed up, like what my boss does, we got 3 dump trucks, the 2 Sterlings, a Freightliner, and then we got 2 Stone Slingers, and then we got 1 roll off. But that's a better way to do it. If you could get 2, 3 trucks, again, it gets expensive, right? Those trucks could be around $100,000-$200,000. I'd never want to own my truck. I read that Kenworth was a cat. Always, I agree with you. I love the Kenworths, love the Peterbilts. But if I could get a Kenworth 18 speed with a C15, that's a beautiful combo. Most weeks I get paid by tonnage, so I have to really hustle. I agree. That's another thing with dump truck companies. Some of them pay you by ton, some of them pay you hourly, some of them pay percentage. Running your own dump truck, you get paid per ton. So if your truck carries 23 tons, and at the end of the day, you do 4 loads, you're getting $6, $7, $8 a ton from that load. Sometimes more. Some jobs would pay you $4 or $5. Some jobs would pay almost $12, $13 a ton, right? So all depended on that. I get paid hourly. I'm lucky with that, where it doesn't matter. I don't have to push a hammer and push myself or push the truck to get that extra load or whatever. I always try. I try to help out the boss and try to do it. So, but I don't push a truck. There's no reason to push. There's no reason to rush. That's when mistakes happen. That's when accidents happen. That's the way I look at it. I did a week of training on a slinger. That was a blast. I've never used the slinger. Like I said, we got them at our shop. I've driven them. I've driven the slinger, but I've never used the slinger. It's last year was fairly busy with trying to train Leroy and whatnot, so it was a little busy. Yeah, I agree, because sometimes you go to the job site, you get stuck and you gotta wait, and you're not making money if you're sitting there waiting, right? So like, at least with hourly, I'm getting paid. Have I done millings before? What do you mean by millings? Millings? I'm your dump truck, 85. What do you mean by that? What's the last question there? Have you done millings? Road paving. Oh, millings. Grinding. Done that. Like I said, I haven't hauled asphalt. Our trucks are not quite designed for asphalt. The rear tailgate, something my boss was saying about it, but they're not really designed for asphalt. Like, we'll do grindings, we'll take concrete and asphalt away, but that's about it. Road paving millies, like they chew up and then they put it back down. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, we've done road grinding with the Millers. Usually one company out here that we do. I don't personally know. I've never, when I had my own dump truck, I had an aluminum box. I didn't have a steel box like I got right now. I had an aluminum box, so I couldn't do a lot of the asphalt. Like I can't do asphalt. Asphalt will stick to the aluminum. I did gravel. Gravel paid more. Topsoil paid really nice. The home and garden center places, topsoils would pay really nice. Salt, there's no money in salt, I think. That's why a lot of guys park their dump trucks in the wintertime. Can you make more doing an asphalt stone? I read that. Do you guys float with your trucks? Well, my float truck and dump truck get lots, 16-hour days of most wood work. Okay, wait. Ian Smith there. What do you mean by that? Do you guys float with your trucks? Also, mine is float truck and a dump truck. What do you mean by float? Like, is it more than one people driving? Is that what you mean? People who are paid by the weight or nemesis on the road? I agree. They drive like, yeah, I agree with you. Though you can definitely tell who gets paid hourly, who gets paid per load because they'll fly past you on the hammer lane and stuff like that. That's for sure. And the people that get paid hourly, they're in the slow lane, cruising at 80 kilometers, holding traffic back. That's for sure. It's been the first year in my new back truck and hard work, but it's paying off. I do mostly asphalt. That's nice. The Macs are nice too. I like the Macs, especially they came a big long ways from the older Macs. Though they're definitely nice trucks now, getting nicer and nicer. What do we call the DOT on it? The MTO. MTO stations, scale stations, the MTO officers. I got that kind of feeling with them. Why no money in salt? Salt is too light. If they're paying you per ton, salt is way too light. It's not as heavy as gravel. Salt, I think, and also salt only pays $3 or $4 a ton, so it's not really, like I said. I did it the 1 year when I had my truck. I did it the first year just to keep me running all year round. The banks don't give it. The banks don't care if you sit at home or not. So I ran it 1 year, and at the end of the month, going from 12 to 15,000. At the end of the month, I was making 6 or 7, and the truck burns around $4,000 in fuel. I could work at Tim Hortons and make more money. That's the way I looked at it. Millions brutal. Oh, clutch tags. Yeah, I definitely doing a day or 2 days of road grinding. You got your one leg feel, your clutch leg feels like 10 times the size. That's for sure. Ian Smith, float equipment. Again, I float equipment. Ian Smith, haul 30-ton behind you. It's a dump truck in class 1. Oh no, not with my class. I can't pull a trailer with my dump truck. I would need an AZ. Again, it'd go past our length requirement and our weight requirement. Yeah, I won't be able to do that. Sorry, it took me a while to get you there. But I know our Western Star. Western Star, we could pull a trailer with that, but my license won't allow that. I would have to upgrade to A class license, AZ license. Yeah, running salt is the bottom of a barrel of work. Yeah, I agree. I push to the max because I get paid by the load. The guy's getting paid hourly doing 5 miles. But that's me. That's usually me. I'll sit there at 95 kilometers cruising down the slow lane there. I'm in no hurry to get there. I agree with you. If I got paid by the ton, I'd do the same thing. I'd hammer down. But at the end of the day, the way I look at it is that's a beating for to the equipment, right? Those trucks take a beating, that's for sure. I only use the clutch to start and stop. I agree. That's the only time that's the only time I use the clutch. Start and stop, and that's it. Other than that, float the gears and downshift, upshift. That's it. Just take your time. What are we still at 10 people? We like lose people and then gain people. Salt is the worst on the equipment. Uh, dark roast or regular roast?